Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Jam, episode 23, featuring K-Magic 101 / Kevin and me, King Italian. What's up?
Hi.
Hope everybody's having a good night. We got a lot to talk about, man. It's
So
how
much.
long has it been? Like a couple weeks? 3 weeks? 3 weeks?
No, we skipped 1 week actually because we did the
Oh.
we did the other one early.
That's right. So it's only been 1 week.
Yeah, because I had to go to
2
New York.
weeks? I guess it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Either way, hope everybody's having a good one. We're gonna talk about all sorts of butt shit and stuff, dude. Where's the thing? There it is. Nope, there it is. Cool. Guys, what's up?
Hi.
We're here in Elwynn Forest.
With Crafty.
With Crafty. Crafty joined us in Elwynn Forest to talk about all sorts of stuff. Hope everybody's having a good one. 3.3.3 episode.
Sure.
We're drinking Le Fin du Monde tonight.
Thank God. We're sharing one.
We're sharing one Le Fin du Monde tonight.
Because I would agree that you, as well as I did, destroyed yourself over the weekend.
I have drank so much alcohol. I have to, like, Ghost BGN, thank you for 3040. That's forever. I want to make love to you. I swear it.
How much?
How was Christmas? Let's start off with Christmas.
Sure. Christmas.
Are you wearing... That's cherry on his hat, by the way.
Yeah, I found it in the corner. I could switch. We can go.
Did Bife leave his top hat? No, you...
Hey guys.
That hat actually... That looks good on you, Kevin.
I'm Goth 2015.
King Italian 2015 in the house.
I was
guys.
telling him before we started that this hat was the first time I ever saw him streaming. He was wearing this hat.
Sam was feeding me wings.
I don't know
so-
if that was the first time. That's my first memory of you streaming.
Okay.
I was like, wow, this guy's a dick. We should hang out sometime.
And then we did at Disney World. We're trying to plan a Disney trip right now.
Like, as we speak.
As we speak.
On the monitor.
Yep, yeah, on the lower monitor, we're looking. Is the chat thing dead?
Is it? Oh, it is.
It
on
is
your,
dead.
On your, yeah.
That's weird. Should it be dead?
I hope not.
Yeah, that should be... Hold on.
Oh, I forgot you have the emote. Yeah, please spam that emote, guys.
This doesn't exist now. Is it dead? Is Night Dev's chatbot dead?
I hope not.
It must be.
Well, the jam goes on.
Well, you guys don't get to be above us. That's really weird. I'm gonna look into that. Tell me about your Christmas.
Christmas was good. It was the first year we were hosting.
Uh-huh.
So I cooked with Danielle, and it was the first time I was ever making a turkey. Honestly, I love to cook. I cook all the time. I've never taken on the task of making a turkey. So I hit up my buddy, Chef Wayne Face. I said, "Dude, I need help with this. This is a serious issue. It's turkey on Christmas." And he was like, "Yeah, I got a recipe." So he had me brine the turkey. Have you ever brined a turkey?
Yes, you brine the turkey. It makes it much juicier.
Yep, he had me brine the turkey. I brined it overnight. My wife was very, very concerned, if you will, with the recipe of the brine.
She doesn't. Why was she concerned with the recipe
It's just
of the brine?
weird to her, like sugar and salt and pickled seasoning and all this fun stuff.
Sure.
And so we brined the turkey, and we left it overnight. I went and picked it up with my in-laws because we didn't have room in our fridge. Brought it home, cleaned off the brine, and put it in the oven. And after an hour, put water in it, and then basted it every half an hour. And I'm very concerned. I'm like,
I think Night Dev's chat servers are just dead.
Oh, whatever. We continue.
Fucking hate Night Dev, dude. All he does is fuck it up.
Muxy and Streamlabs.
Does Muxy have a chat overlay?
I don't think so, but you could look.
I don't even know anymore, dude.
It doesn't really matter.
I don't even know.
We can survive one jam without chat in the YouTube stream. It's fine. So we made the thing, and it was the juiciest turkey I've ever had in my life, honestly.
Sure.
It was moist.
My dad made one recently.
Have you ever deep fried one? I really want to deep fry a turkey.
Deep fry turns out, I mean, like, deep fry is pretty good, dude. It's crispy, which is good.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I
guys,
enjoy it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
you guys
fried
did,
turkey's good.
You guys did or Christmas stuff, right?
What, with, like, family? We did, like, Christmas Eve. Generally, we do all the presents to kids on Christmas Eve, because Sam and I like to sleep, and we cheat.
I see.
What we do is we say, we, like, go outside, and we look for Santa Claus, and when the kids come back inside, all the presents are there.
Wow. It's amazing.
It's fucking brilliant.
It's like he just
it?
came while you were there.
Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it? But this side, Sam's mom just had a hip replacement because her hip, like, fucking, I don't know, exploded. Let's say it exploded. Blew the fuck up. It was crazy. So I put all the presents out by the palm tree out back.
How Florida.
How
of you.
Florida of it. And so, I mean, like, I slept until like 9 a.m. on Christmas morning, actually.
Sure.
Yeah.
We, Danielle woke up at 7:15 on Christmas
When I was
Day.
a kid, I woke up at 4 a.m., Kevin.
Okay, my wife is in her 30s. She woke up at 7:15. The kids were not awake yet. And she woke up at 7:15 and started talking to me. And I said, babe, it's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
I love you dearly, but no. Then she, like, hears our son make a peep, meaning there's a 50-50 chance he's awake. Probably 75% chance that
Obviously.
he's still relaxing in his bed, not ready to wake up. But she runs and goes and gets him. So at 7:30, she's like, can we go downstairs and wake Audrey? That's my older daughter up now. And I'm like, no!
Does Audrey still believe in Santa Claus?
Hell no. She helps us create the illusion for the little one.
That's nice.
Yeah, no, she definitely helps. She's too old for Santa Claus.
That's very nice.
But here's the thing with Santa Claus, and this is my favorite thing about it. You can still pretend he exists and still have a damn good time.
Sure.
I'm in my 30s and I still act like Santa Claus exists because I don't care. I'm an adult. I can do whatever I want and it's okay. It's okay.
Sounded like you said it was gay.
That too. Not that there's anything
There's
wrong
nothing
with
wrong
it.
with that. It's fine. By the way, we're in Elwynn Forest tonight, guys.
How many memories does that bring back for you?
Too many, dude. Too many.
I remember Elwynn Forest for me is raiding and pillaging. It has nothing to do with memories like you have, which is probably challenging people to duels and hanging out. And,
Duels and cyber sex. That's
yeah, I was gonna say naked people inside the Goldshire Tavern,
Duels
right?
and cyber sex
Yeah.
was Elwynn Forest, and I played on an RP server. So,
Oh,
so the cyber sex was rampant. I mean, okay, so there was a guild called the Night Kittens, and they raked it in, dude. Like, I had a buddy whose alt was a Night Kitten, and he made like thousands of gold a day.
What did they do the prostitution of other characters and all that stuff in the tavern?
Yes.
Goldshire Inn, thank you, not tavern. Goldshire,
Goldshire Inn, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. We would just show up there and slaughter everybody because we were horde, and that's what we did.
Did you play on a normal server or?
I played on a PvP server.
Okay, sure.
I played on a few. I played on Arthas. I played on Bleeding Hollow and one other one that I can't remember right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
Sure.
would. So you would walk into the Goldshire Inn and it'd just be like an orgy.
Oh, is it? No, I mean, like, they were, like, listen, on my server, like, they were classy about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was an upscale situation.
It was an upscale RP server.
Did you ever see Crafty sucking decks in there?
Crafty was, not that I know of, he probably played on a different server. I loved playing on an RP server. RP servers were fun because there was always a constant source of drama. You know, like, I rolled on an RP server because that's where my buddies played. And I wasn't, like, looking for RP, but I rolled on... It was, like, the unofficial... Before RP PvP servers were a thing.
Yes.
Because those weren't initially a thing in WoW.
Yep.
So I rolled on it. And, you know, it was always... Like, the people that intentionally play on RP servers, like, for RP servers, are some of the most dramatic, ridiculous people I've ever met.
Very much so.
Yeah. So I fit right in. It was a good time. No, there was always something going on in the forums, and I was that guy that always wanted to like poke people on the forums. Like I was the keyboard warrior, always trying to stir the pot.
Of course.
It was a good time. It was a really good time. I always enjoyed it.
Perfect segue. Yesterday, for those that don't know, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia passed away. Which is very sad.
Terrible.
And we'll talk more about that in a second. But I was going to play Division last night, but I decided to play Star Wars: The Old Republic. And they actually had memorial services on Alderaan in House Organa's castle for her.
That's crazy.
So every server, you know, the game's low pop.
Was it like player driven or was it?
It was a player driven event. It had nothing to do with BioWare or anything.
Then. Oh.
Yeah, no, they basically were getting the message out in general chat, and we went while we were in stream to one of them, and it was kind of just they had someone RP as Leia, and people said what they wanted to, and you got to kneel and say thank you and all that stuff, which was cool. I mean, I've never done that really in a game. It was very interesting, but it was nice to know that, you know, even on a low pop game and something fun, like she was still being respected for all her work. That being said, holy shit, that sucks.
It really did suck.
I normally don't get upset about celebrity deaths, and this year has been a rough one. There's
been so many, dude.
2016 has not been kind, so you know, It is what it is. I was sad to hear that David Bowie and George Michael and Prince, you know, they all
Terrible.
contributed
Yeah.
to society and things that we do. But the big thing with Leia was like she's such a huge part of my childhood and even my adulthood and even what I've been showing my children in Star Wars. It's just like it hurts. It really was the first celebrity that ever like hit me at the core. Like it's not working.
Is it not?
Nope.
Very cool.
The first celebrity that ever hit me at the core. Like wow, that's Duty Butts. There's pictures of it.
Did I spell that correctly?
Just get rid
I
of the
never
H.
know when the fucking I needs to go in anything.
Get rid of the H. And you're good. Yep. It should come up.
It should come up, yeah. Star Wars
there
Old
you go.
Republic, Leia Memorials. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what
That's
it was.
pretty much what it was, yeah.
Yep. Steps of House Organa and people hanging out and it was cute. It was cute.
That's pretty incredible, yeah.
But now Alan Rickman died. Alan Thicke died this year. Like so many things. I think we're just getting that age where people that entertained us growing up are now going to start passing away. And
I don't know if I'd say Prince contributed. Prince was a...
First of all, okay, no,
Please.
I will defend that wholeheartedly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Forget about the music that Prince wrote, Prince performed.
Yeah.
The music he wrote that you don't even know what he was a part of, that's a whole other story. So
I mean,
don't
it's
talk shit
huge.
about Prince.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I mean, he was a hell of a philanthropist, too.
Hell of a philanthropist. No,
Not like Sonny in Philadelphia, philanthropist.
I can't even repeat what they.
I can't with that episode.
I'm a full on.
I can't. But
What did you just say?
Definitely, dude. Definitely. He definitely contributed. He made the world a better place.
Milk steak?
Yeah. Yeah. He definitely made the world a better place for sure.
No, him. Robin Williams was 2016. Wasn't he 15?
No, Robin Williams was 2015.
Yeah,
Was it 2015?
I'm pretty sure.
Or was it 2014?
It might have. It definitely wasn't 16.
It was not 16.
No,
Yeah.
that one hurt too though,
Yeah.
because he played such a
He literally
deep
could
role.
play every instrument, Prince. Like any instrument.
Oh yeah, no, he was natural. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't talk shit about Prince. Like
Yeah. Robin Williams was 2015.
Thank you.
Yeah.
yes, Outlaw.
Yes, Outlaw, that is accurate. That's
Oh, August 2014. Mechanized is saying for Robin
Was
Williams.
it?
Yep.
It was 2014.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But no, Gene Wilder. Yeah, the names keep coming for 16.
There was a lot of good shit to happen in 2016, though. Like, I think it's like, I feel like it's almost a meme to be like 2016 was such a shit year, but
shit year for people passing.
yeah, for people passing, definitely. But there was a list I saw on I bet I could Google it. Good things happened in 2016. Good things that happened in 2016. Like the good things that happened in 2016. Like I guess first 13 undeniably good things that happened.
PBS,
in
I trust PBS.
I trust PBS as well.
Physicists confirmed existence of gravitational. I didn't even know that happened.
No, it's W. I mean, it is. Cool.
Catholic and Orthodox leaders. Yes, that was actually pretty cool.
First time in 1,000 years. World tiger count rises for the first time in 100
That's
years.
good. I get upset about animal extinction.
Harriet
so that's
Tubman
awesome.
appears on $20 bills.
Awesome.
Teen birth rate reaches all-time low.
Good job,
Awesome.
humans.
Team USA brought home the golds for the Rio Olympics. USA, USA, USA,
As good
USA, USA.
As good as that is, that's not really a win
I
for
don't
humanity.
think that is. Yeah, National Park Service turns 100.
Fucking awesome.
America's become measles free.
Didn't know that, but great.
World's largest marine reserve established near Antarctica.
That's great.
A fucking vaccine was made for Ebola. A working vaccine. Ebola is on its way out.
Can I talk to you about a second?
Like fucking destroyed.
I've told you about this privately. One of the greatest episodes of the Nerdist podcast, if you guys don't listen to Nerdist, it's Chris Hardwick's podcast, was when he went to Microsoft's office, Bill Gates' office, and he spoke to... Bill Gates has an epidemiologist on staff. That is someone who is working to eradicate epidemic diseases, for those that don't know. The coolest thing about that is he was talking about Ebola and how the eradication of Ebola exists. And to hear that after hearing that podcast earlier in the year, I'm done. Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What kind of deal with the devil did they need to make? Because, I mean, like...
Doesn't matter.
Look at 2016.
Doesn't matter. The Cubs winning the World Series was a great
U.S. high school graduation rate reaches record high.
Didn't know that. That's awesome.
So we are now probably, like, ranked 30 in the world, which is good. But, like, honestly, I saw a much more comprehensive worldwide list. Like, that list looks like it's more focused on America. But
there's
99 best things that happened in 2016. I don't know.
Those are adorable.
Those are pandas, dude. They were pandas.
That's a lot of things. I don't think we can read all those.
That's a lot of stuff, dude.
Lake Titicaca got preserved apparently in one of them.
Love it. Still not filled with boobs and poop. Mad about it. Child mortality rate comes down by 12% in Russia. I guess that's good.
Yay.
Definitely. Russia, good job. I know it's very cold. There's a lot of, like, so, like, overall, like, I know that, like, there's a lot of shit that sticks out. Like, 2016, rough year.
Keith Richards is still alive.
But, I mean, like, honestly, a lot of great stuff still came out of 2016. And I think, like, people should focus on that. Like, I'm not trying to say that the folks that we lost in 2016, that wasn't awful, because it was. That's, like, clearly loss of human life, especially people who have had a profound and positive influence on the world. That's awful, but at the same time, like, there was a lot of achievement in 2016 too, and always remember that. Like, when you look back at the year as a whole, it's not just the bad stuff. And I know it's much easier to think about the bad stuff. It's like if someone in my chat, have you ever had someone tell you that you only call out the people who say negative things?
Yeah.
And my response to that now, my stable response is, we focus so much on the positive. And since positivity is the regular here, that when we call out someone who's an asshole, it sticks out more.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, just think about that, guys.
You got such a good vibe going on that when one idiot comes into the mix, it's very noticeable.
Yeah.
Leicester City won the Premier League. That was awesome. 9K announced he's having a baby.
It's awesome.
Cheriona got laid.
Did he?
I don't know. That's what somebody said in chat.
Finally? I'm sure somebody fucked Cheriona in 2016. And if he didn't, girls, listen, ladies, if you live in New York City, there's 3 days left.
Did you see Sexy Cheriona picture?
No.
He tweeted a picture of himself from, like...
Yeah! Yeah, when we were talking about, like gaining weight as a streamer.
Ben and I were calling that Hot Cheriona.
Hot Cheriona.
Hot Cheriona.
Hot, can we look it up?
If you can find it, yeah. He tweets a lot.
Yeah, I know, but I could look at media. Look at media.
Destiny Community Con did happen in 2016, and by all accounts, it was a success, and we'll be improving on it for next year, but we'll talk more about that later in the year.
Ladies, how long ago is this?
I feel like it's switch hats for this.
Are you going to switch hats for this? I'm going to keep scrolling. If you guys see Sexy Cheriona, stop me. We're going to keep going.
Nope.
No.
I mean, that's sexy, but...
We're so mean, dude. Well, this is the 24th, so no.
That's his vacation with Bife.
Yeah. It was before that. Nope. Poor fucking Cheriona, dude. I don't...
There it is!
There it is! Sexy Look at this, guys.
Hot
or
Cheriona.
Ladies.
Hot Cheriona.
Ladies. He looks... Who does he look like? He looks like an actor.
Kind of like Zach Braff a little bit.
Like, maybe. I don't know. Ladies, I'm just telling you, if you want to fuck Cheriona, there he is. Sexy Cheriona.
Handsome looking.
Make it happen. You guys got 3 days left in 2016.
But just so you guys fully understand what the stress of streaming can do to you.
Yeah.
Can we get a post?
I've gained quite a lot of weight, dude. Like, since I started streaming, for sure. Yeah.
That's not sexy. You're crazy, Archer.
Please, that's
crazy.
That is
crazy.
a sexy Cheriona right
Get
there.
out of here. Get out of here. Someone said Enrique Iglesias.
Are we bad friends?
Are we? No, we're good friends.
Okay, good.
Look, the hallmark of good friends is being able to make fun of each other completely, and everyone just comes out laughing on the other side.
Listen, I'm just trying to get I'm just trying to get Cherry on a late.
You told everyone I eat shit on the last episode of The Jam, and I showed up again next week.
Did I?
So, yeah, you typed it in chat. You were like, I eat poop.
Well, I was on your account. So
it doesn't matter. You still told everyone that I eat shit.
Technically, it was you saying it. So...
No, dude, if you don't fuck with your friends, you don't have good friends.
Sure.
That's the way I look at it.
He looks like the guy from Office Space. Is that Josh Peck? Is that...
Who, Jim?
Like a little
Office Space or The Office?
Office Space.
Oh, Michael Bolton?
Yeah, he played Michael Bolton. No, not Michael Bolton. No, the main character.
Oh, I forget his name.
What was Office Space main character? Javier Bardman?
Peter Gibbons.
Where?
Ron Livingston, that guy.
Ron Livingston. Listen, I... Like a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. I got you. I see where you're going with it.
Like a little bit. Like if Cherryona grew up. like if Cherryona grew up. You guys, why is it not pulling this? Like if Cherryona grew up. Like look at it.
I see it. I'm with you.
Like, if you go back and forth, it's like, definitely could be a young Ron Livingston.
If Cherryona grew up.
So mean? That's not mean at all! Ron Livingston's a handsome man!
It. He wouldn't care.
No, he wouldn't give a shit. He got an icebreaker this week, and I didn't even...
Oh, he finally got it?
Yeah, he got it, dude.
Good for him.
It's like looking into the fucking future, right? So I decided I'm going to PAX South tonight, so that'll be fun.
Not only did you decide that, but you said, Kevin, I want Toto to play in my hotel room.
I want Toto to play in the hotel room.
Yeah, but me, Corey, and Ben will be at PAX South, apparently.
Yep.
I'm going to go home and book all this shit for
What,
us.
day 1 and 2? We're going to get in Friday and leave Sunday morning?
Or Saturday night, depending on the flight situation.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
We'll figure it out. But we'll be at the event on Saturday. What's the date? Do you have a calendar?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Whatever the Saturday is for PAX South.
What is it?
The
28th. Yeah, so we'll fly in the 27th. Twitch party's the 27th.
So if you're at the Twitch party, we'll be there, and 28th we'll be on the showroom floor. We'll probably be doing something with the three of us streaming from my channel in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. So if you're not at PAX South, you can check out my channel, and I don't know what we'll be doing, but we'll be doing something. Might be this. Who the hell knows?
Probably showing my penis.
Yep. Apparently, Goth just wants to show his penis.
Probably just gonna show my penis, dude.
Hour and a half on my channel.
We gotta find out if it's okay to... I can have a flask on the show floor, I'm sure.
You're really dead set on drinking while we do this broadcast.
I will be drinking at PAX. Glug. Glug glug. I actually have a flask that looks like suntan lotion. Yep.
Did you just like empty out a suntan lotion bottle?
No, it's actually a flask made, but it looks like suntan lotion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a thing that exists.
That's what I want you to bring to PAX.
Okay.
Apparently we're going to East too, guys, so we'll be at South and East. And
I'll be at East, definitely.
South, East, and Guardian Con. That's where you can see all of us this year. What actor have I been compared to? I've been compared to Justin from The Real World Miami, Derek Jeter, and DJ Khaled.
I can see the DJ Khaled.
It's like a 2-year-old joke at this point, so it doesn't.
Yeah, so it's not as funny anymore.
No, but
you know what I found out is that what is it? Old Thunder Mountain does not have a camera on it.
No.
Yeah, there's no picture on Thunder Mountain. It's like the only mountain ride that doesn't have a picture on it. Because I was mean mugging Kevin in it for the entirety of Thunder Mountain because we went to Thunder Mountain. We were there the other day.
That ride's like 2 hours long. Too.
It's a long ride, dude.
I'm not knocking it. I love it.
Thunder Mountain's fun. But I didn't know where the camera was, so I was gonna mean mug it the entire time and send you a picture, and it would have been funny. We would have laughed about it.
Was that the only ride you went on?
It was the only like legitimate ride we went on. The rest of the time we got dinner at the new restaurant that's in Adventureland. And then you sit down.
Oh, the
Every sit down restaurant has alcohol now.
Magic Kingdom's fun again, guys.
It's awesome. Dude, I had a healthy buzz the rest of the night.
So that means the one we like, Liberty Tavern, has alcohol now?
Yep, the all you can
Oh,
eat. Yeah.
praise the old gods.
Dude,
in the
you can
new.
sit there and gorge yourself on fucking all you can eat pork and chicken and everything, and also down some
Look,
delicious
I
beers.
get the concept behind them not putting it in the park.
Sure.
I'm completely okay
Definitely
with that.
get
That's
it.
not
I get
Walt's
it.
vision.
Sure.
That's not how it should be.
Absolutely.
But the restaurants
Yes.
needed alcohol.
You can get a super healthy buzz at the Magic Kingdom and then go walk around.
Take your kids on everything they want to do.
Yep.
Love it. Thank
Yep.
you, Disney, for being smart.
Smart, dude. So it was a good time.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm
The
glad you
food
guys
there
had
was
fun.
the food there was very good. I had like a pork dish. Sam had something, I don't know. But they had these like what are the things? It's like pork and shrimp wrapped in a fucking whatever.
Kind of surf and turf.
No. A dumpling. They were like
A
steamed.
dumpling.
They were like steamed dumplings. They were very good.
I was way off.
You were super off, but I didn't explain it like a person would. Drinking at Disney will destroy your bank account. Going to Disney is not good for your bank account, but if you go to Disney with the mindset that you don't want to spend money, don't even go to Disney. There's no fucking point.
We're all annual. Guys, we're not saying this to be dicks, but we're
Yeah.
annual pass holders.
20% off. Oh, you didn't know that? Like, it's 20% off for the next year for everything. With
20? It used to be 10.
It's 20, Kevin.
High five again.
Yeah, 20% off food, merchandise, everything's 20% off. So it's like paying normal world
And
prices.
I got the 13th month free, so
Yep.
mine doesn't expire till February
That's
of
awesome.
2018.
Yeah, so it's 20% off, and it's actually linked to your Magic Band now, so you don't need your...
Hammered as shit for Hall of Presidents. Is Obama in Hall of Presidents yet?
He is, yeah. Obama
Okay,
got
I gotta go
added to
check
Hall of
that out and
Presidents,
compare my Obama impression
Yeah.
to theirs.
Yeah.
See if they need some pointers. No, that alcohol in Magic Kingdom is solid.
It was a good time.
Just not too much.
It was a really good time. I had a healthy buzz, that's it.
Yes, I know that's your hat, Cheriona, but you left it here, and that's not my fault. I also have this hat.
Cheriano, we were just talking about
You-
how sexy you looks like the guy from Office Space.
Ron Livingston.
If you grew up Cheriana, you were probably here for this, but just stayed quiet. This is totally you, bro. It's the same guy. It's like looking into the fucking looking glass.
But no, I highly recommend getting an annual pass if you live in anywhere near
Absolutely get an
Disney.
annual pass.
I used mine. I used mine. So if you go 7 times, basically, it pays for your annual pass.
Definitely.
I used mine 19 times last year.
The trick is to grow up without growing old. That's because you haven't had kids yet, Cheriona. The first, like, if you look at me like the first year that I have a child to the third year, it's like, what the fuck happened?
So funny story about my son today. He loves bread. He loves anything that involves bread. We
Sure.
try and get him to eat fruit and veggies.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Yeah, but he loves bread. So we went to a breakfast place today, and I ordered him French toast sticks, and they brought out the French toast sticks, and they put it in front of him. As they were placing it in front of him, he went, "Oh, wow." Guys, he's 2.5, just if you don't know my son. So he's very excited, and I'm like, cool, that's cute. So I start cutting up the French toast sticks for him, and, I got on the fork. Every single bite for all 6 French toast sticks. Every single bite for approximately 30 to 40 minutes was The waitress could not stop by without laughing hysterically at us. The people behind us were laughing at us. My daughter was laughing at us. Like, there was nothing I could do. He was just having the time of his life. Because why? He had bread that had powdered sugar on it.
I respect it. Yeah, I
and
really do.
syrup, and he
Yeah.
was in heaven.
Hunter's already adorable. Like,
He's freaking adorable as all. Yo, you're gonna have a baby now, I heard.
that is. I mean, like, it's not official, but like,
it's kind of official.
It's not going to be difficult to make happen. Like, let's just be real.
It's kind of official.
So, Sam really wants to have a baby, and like, the greatest thing I've ever done is take care of kids. So, like, we're gonna be starting to try, and probably in like January, really. But I want a boy bad.
Trying to have a kid is the best part about having a kid.
I want to have a boy, but I mean, like, if we have a girl that's another one, a third, then that's just it.
I'm sure all of you, by the way, I'm sure not all of you, but if you hang out in any of our streams at this point, you know that me, Corey, and Ben are all simultaneously trying to have children.
Simultaneously have children. And with any luck, some of us will end up with opposite sex children, and they will get married, and then we will be related, and it'll be awesome. So it'll be great.
Like, it's literally all happening.
It's all happening.
But knowing our luck, we'll have 3 young, strapping men.
Probably, and they'll all be bros.
But I mean, if 2 of them want to, that's cool.
That's fine.
too.
That's cool.
Fine.
If that's what you want.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Ain't nothing like just getting inside your bro, dude.
If it's a girl, it's your own fault anyways.
Yes, Sam and I have been talking about names a little bit, and I really want the boy's middle name to be Steakhouse.
Of course, I heard.
I think that's the greatest middle name for a boy ever.
I did a server transfer in Star Wars, and I had to change the character name. And I was trying to use Destiny names, so I was like Dredgenyor and Zavala and all these different names. Finally, chat was like, just do Steakhouse, Kevin. Steakhouse. I'm like, I'm not naming him Steakhouse.
Why wouldn't you? It's so manly.
It was a bounty hunter. It just didn't fit.
Ah, that's great. Should have. Well, I thought you were talking about not wanting to have more kids. I mean, like, you always talk about how you don't want kids, but then there comes a moment where you're like,
look, guy in chat, please tell me you've never changed your mind in your entire life.
Yeah, for real. There was a time when I didn't like hot dogs in my life.
What?
Yeah, I know.
How drunk were you with that?
I know, I was a kid. I, as a child, did not like hot dogs.
Why?
I know, what a pain in the ass for my parents.
But why?
I don't know. And then I went to a friend's house and they had hot dogs, and I was just like, you know, fuck it, I'll eat hot dogs.
And then did you realize what you've been missing out on?
Yeah. So, I ate hot dogs.
And you've been eating hot dogs ever since.
I've been eating hot dogs. I love hot dogs. Have you ever had a hot dog and you put like bacon and then cheddar cheese on it?
No, I'm from New York. We get what's called a dirty water dog.
Go ahead.
Meaning one that's been sitting in the thing in dirty water
Absolutely.
for the entire day.
Yeah, all day.
You want sauerkraut, you want ketchup, mustard, you just throw it on there. You don't mix anything else on there. Because anything else you might have on there could be in a very, very bad shape. Bacon is definitely not something I want from a gentleman sitting on the street in the middle of New York City.
Talking about bacon, I went to Charlie's last night by myself. Because I go every once in a while by myself because I like to have a really good meal, but I don't want to spend $200 on a fucking meal because if you go with your family, it's like everybody wants to eat. Bullshit, right? So I'm sitting there at the bar, and the owner, who apparently I'm friends with now, he comes up to me and he's like, you ever had our something bag on? And I was like, what's that? And he's like, it's pork belly, and it's the best bacon you'll ever have in your life. And I swear to God, I felt my arteries clog while I was eating this shit. It was so... I think I had a picture on my Twitter somewhere of this. Yeah, I tweeted it. No, I don't. We're not going to play that right now. Where's me? This is me. I think it's one of my more recent... You look at it! It's glistening, dude!
I went to, when I was in New York last week, I got dinners, multiple. I only got one. I got dinner with my buddies, Pete and Wayne, and Wayne, we've talked about him before, he's a chef. And we went to the restaurant he used to be the sous chef in, but it's in his restaurant group. If you're from the New York area or Long Island, it's called Teller's. And we went, and I had him order everything. I'm like, dude, you do you. And he got us something similar. It was called bacon something, but it was literally pork belly.
Sure.
Oh, hot damn.
Dude, it
hot
melted.
Damn.
Very few things have actually melted in my mouth.
Pork belly is one of them.
Is one of those things.
Made the right way.
Yeah, you don't even need to chew it. You put it on your tongue, and it's just like...
dissolves.
Where is it?
It's like a Skittle.
It goes into your cheeks. You feel your cheeks get fatter as you chew it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's delicious.
So good.
Animals never tasted better.
It should actually be illegal.
So sometimes when I'm driving with my son, Teller's an American Chop House. That's the one.
Yeah, Ben was at Charlie's last night too. We didn't realize that we were both going at the same time.
Ben brought his in-laws to Charlie's.
Yes.
We were at what was I going to say? Now I forgot. Lost my train of thought.
Sure.
Yes, if you're in Brooklyn, make the trip out. You will not be disappointed. Brisket, man. So we live in the South, guys. We live in Florida. Good barbecue is not a foreign thing here.
No, it's not.
It's where do you want to get good barbecue?
And everybody's like, you need to get Kansas City barbecue or blah blah barbecue. But you gotta understand, all these people retire in Florida, get bored, and open a barbecue restaurant every time.
We've been plenty of places with Ben, who knows St. Louis ribs better than we'll ever know it, and he said plenty of times, this is as good as St. Louis.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time you watch this podcast, you get hungry.
Sorry, dude. I'm a fat shit, and
we love food.
This is how it goes.
What beer are we drinking? We're drinking Unibrow's La Fin du Monde, which was the first beer we ever had together.
Fa la 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 Fin du Monde.
Florida is not the fucking South?
It's not. I mean, like, realistically.
You don't really... geographically, you don't get much more south than Florida.
Geographically is different than, like, the people who live here. Florida, to me, other than New York, is the biggest melting pot in the United States.
Now. The natives are southern as all hell.
For Florida?
Yeah.
You think so?
The native Floridians. Not you, per se.
There's not a lot of... I mean, like, if you go inland...
Actually, guys, a lot of people are saying North Carolina barbecue. The best barbecue I ever had was in South Carolina. I was on tour. I can't remember where it was, but these people brought us to these two people somewhere in South Carolina. Don't know where it was.
I don't like vinegar-based sauce, by the way.
It was... What? Really?
I don't like vinegar sauces for barbecue.
Oh, for barbecue? No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not down with that. So North Florida is the South. I agree with that. We're in Central Florida, but it definitely leaks down here. South Florida, they're definitely not Southern. It's just Northerners replanted. Anyway, South Carolina had the best barbecue I ever had. I was on tour, and we went to this place. It was owned by Mom and Pop, and they basically had a smoker, a barbecue, a couple tents, and a couple of picnic tables and stuff set up. The people that we were with brought us to the place. They were from South Carolina. We'll get to that in a second. And we went to the place, and it was just
Well, it's not funny because he passed away.
Oh, so don't do that then.
Yeah, he was very naked. Well, there goes that.
Anyway,
my wife didn't tell me.
That was
Thanks, babe.
That was the best barbecue I've ever had.
All she told me this morning is that a man ran naked across Dale Mabry and closed the highway.
How did he die?
I don't know. He probably got hit by a car.
Did you get my text the other day when I said the investors wanted guy was back on Dale Mabry?
Okay, so there might actually be a picture of investors wanted guy.
There has to be, and we did a whole show on investors wanted. And I can't talk right now.
Yeah, he was very naked. He ran across Dale Mabry, and I guess he got hit by a car. I didn't know. All I know is that a naked man closed down Dale Mabry. Investors wanted Dale Mabry guy. Nah, this is not coming up. Anyways, there's a guy who, by the way, he is not paralyzed.
No. Did we say he was paralyzed?
He's in a wheelchair. There's a gentleman on Dale Mabry, which is like the biggest highway in Tampa.
It's the gut middle highway. It's not even a highway. It has lights and shit.
Yeah.
But it's the gut middle highway that runs from South Tampa all the way up to North Tampa.
So there's a guy who's like, he's in between there and 54 near the Lowe's. So he goes in between Veterans Expressway and 54.
When I saw him the other day, he was by Lutz Lake Fern.
The last time I saw him, he was down near Lowe's on 54. That's a big area. Anyways,
that's a lot of ground.
So he has a tent, and he's in a wheelchair, and he has a sign that says "Investors Wanted." And I feel like this is the most honest way to panhandle, because like, other than the fact that he sits in a wheelchair, which would suggest that he might be disabled. But he's not. I've seen him like kicking his legs and stretching his legs.
If I can get portable recording equipment from my buddies at Zoom, will you, me, and Ben go and discuss what he's pitching?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Chat, do you want me to do that?
I want to know what he wants. I want to know what he wants me to invest in.
Okay.
Because I've never once seen him with booze, ever. No. And I've seen him a lot.
I've never even seen him smoking a cigarette.
He doesn't. Yeah, I've never seen him smoking a cigarette. I want to know what he wants us to invest in. I'm really curious. I'm not making fun of this guy, but like,
no.
Do you think he's in the wheelchair because he just doesn't want to stand all day?
I don't know. Chat wants me to do it, so I'm gonna hit up Zoom.
He's not difficult to find.
No, we could find him probably. Oh, he's
Easily.
probably went home by now, but during the day, stream it now. Well, guys, there's no way to stream IRL like remote yet. Well, there is.
I mean, there is, but it's complicated.
And
Yeah, it's complicated. Twitch will have its own app soon.
Yeah. So once that happens, but in the meantime, I can talk to my buddies at Zoom and get some portable audio equipment. Special Jam investigates.
What if he wants to make a barcade? I'll kill him on site. I swear to God. we have been, and I'm not going to talk about location yet, but we've already we've been talking to the local circuit of restaurants and finding good locations for the barcade, and we think we have the perfect place. But we won't really know until like April whether or not it's available.
There's also a secret menu.
Yep, we've already been working on menu. The barcade's gonna be a real thing, guys. You think this is like a pipe dream that me and like Ben first started joking about when Destiny came out? It's gonna happen. It's gonna be dope too.
Like, I want to tell you guys so bad the plans, but we don't want someone to steal our ideas.
Not complicated. Get an ultra book and create a hotspot with your phone. The rest is standard streaming. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that.
Quality degradation.
Yeah, I mean, like,
it just sounds like a whole mess of problems.
Sounds like a thing, dude. Whisper me the location. Tamper is like, listen. Barcades are real in Sacramento. There's barcades around the country, dude.
Why don't you tell iTunes and everybody what the barcade means? Because I'm sure not everybody knows what it means.
So essentially, we want to open a gastropub. And the gastropub will be based, instead of around like having sports on the TV and yada yada yada, it'll be part arcade, where it'll focus on like Twitch culture and nerd stuff and YouTube. And
there will still be sports on the TV, but half of the bar will be dedicated to what Corey's describing right now.
Like Twitch, esports, things like that. And I have a lot of cool ideas for like integration with arcades and video games for the bar, but it'll be based around nerd culture, essentially. So
with a focus on Twitch.
With honestly. A focus on Twitch, so
and YouTube too.
Yeah.
Like
yep.
It's gonna be something you guys are familiar with for those that live near another barcade, but something you also haven't seen if you're familiar with the concept.
Juzu says sports. I mean, like, I watch sports, dude, and I'm a huge nerd. So
there's nothing. Okay, listen to me right now. I'm wearing literally a Violent Gentleman shirt. Please sponsor me. I'm kidding. It's a joke. No, Violent Gentleman is an apparel company that is like basically does hockey stuff off without using logos. It's okay to be a nerd and like sports.
Yeah.
It's okay to be a nerd and not like sports.
It's okay to like sports and be a nerd.
It's okay to be whatever you want to fucking be.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of what I feel like Goth and I and Broman
we're
preaching.
We're also gonna we're gonna have a booth, streaming booth. And one of the things we want to do on a monthly basis is fly a big streamer out.
You gave him the idea.
To the barcade. And you what?
You gave him the idea. The one I said, oh, we got so many good ideas that we don't want someone to steal.
Listen, if they steal it, they steal it. We'll still do it better. We have the hookups. Like, it's fucking, we have the contacts. So let's say, like, you know, this March, Co-Carnage streaming from Bloody Blotter Barcade, and Co-Carnage in the corner streams his stream, gets off stream, does a meet and greet with fans in the area, and then it's just like chill and bars and stuff. So that's like,
poor Co is gonna get berated in the morning when he gets one.
I'm just using Co as an example, but we have the contacts to be able to do that. Like I could pretty much hit up any streamer on Twitch at this point and be like, hey, do you want to? Other than like Lyric and Summit, I can't touch them. Maybe Summit and I are pretty cool.
I feel like you could get Lyric.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of money though. It'd be very expensive, but
you could make it work.
That's like one of the ideas behind it. We want to turn it not only into this like nerdy, fun, accessible venue, but also a place where people go and, you know, meet their favorite content creators. So
also multiple locations. This is not a one location idea. This is something that we could grow into.
We want to franchise it.
So there's a possibility that everyone says that bring XYZ to me where I live. Yeah, there's a possibility that this could happen where you live. That's it.
Yeah.
Dudes being dudes, coming up with ideas and also. Esports arena with beer? No, it wouldn't really be an esports arena.
It wouldn't be an arena, no.
We would feature esports events, and, you know, because ESPN and some companies like that have warmed up to esports immensely. and we would be part of the support system that goes into the furthering of esports for sure. But I feel like you need to have some sort of going back to the sports conversation. I feel like for esports to succeed, it does need to have some sort of coercion or synergy with actual sports to make it
I agree.
completely legit.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
So I feel like you need to bridge the gap there, because the sports people that are pure sports don't take it seriously, and then the people like us that are like, yeah, we like both, they can be friends, and then there's the esports people like, well, I can never get into the sports thing, that's a little too much for me, and there needs to be a gap that's
Bridge
there.
the gap, man. Make everybody buddies.
Yep, that's what we're all about.
Yep.
Ends up in Sweden. I would love for the franchise to end up in Sweden, because
We'll see.
that would mean I'd have to go to Sweden, and I'm dying to go on a Norwegian
Sweden's
cruise.
neat, dude. I've
Oh,
been.
you've been there.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, sometimes I think you forget that I've been around the world.
You have more than me.
I've seen some stuff.
You went to South Africa too.
South Africa?
South Africa. That's how they say it down there.
Yeah, I've been to South Africa. It was dope.
Where else did you go?
Sweden. It's around the world, bro.
I've been around the world.
I mean, like, not in circle the globe. I'm not, you know.
So I've been to more countries than you.
Have you?
Mexico, Canada, England, Turkey, Greece, Italy. I think that's it.
Sure.
Yeah, that should do it. Yep. But I do want to go see Scandinavia at some point.
Sure.
New Zealand franchise? I feel like Maddie.
Did you
listen,
bless the rain down in Africa?
We will. We will. We will. I feel like we'll end up at PAX is in New Zealand, right? That's where they or Australia. They PAX
Australia, yes, PAX Australia.
I feel like within the next 5 years I'll be at a PAX Australia. I feel it in my plums.
I
feel it.
I personally have no desire to fly across.
I
the
will
ocean
go
again.
in your stead.
I really don't want to.
I need to experience
Like I want to plan a beach vacation for me and Sam. Like, and I'm thinking Hawaii, but then I'm like,
it's a lot of airport.
We could just drive to Key West.
Florida Keys.
We could just go to the Florida Keys, and
You
it would
fly.
It would be beautiful, Kevin. It would be nearly the same thing.
You could fly to
at all.
Nassau and stay at Atlantis, and you would probably enjoy yourself.
I feel like I've never been to Hawaii. You've never been to Hawaii.
I've never been to Hawaii.
Like, I want to see it because I love that, like, Polynesian island.
So
feel.
you would stay at Aulani?
I don't fucking know.
Aulani is Disney's resort.
Aulani is... Oh, is it?
It's Disney's
Because
resort.
one of the girls in the show that we saw, her name was Aulani.
No, Disney Aulani is one of their... They
Is
have
it?
another resort up in Hilton Head Island in South Carolina, too. That one sounds awesome, though.
What
It
goes on
sounds
there?
like a gigantic wilderness lodge.
That sounds dope.
And Hilton Head is gorgeous.
How far is Miami from Tampa? Like a 5-hour drive. About. Like a 5-hour drive, yeah. But you have to go over Alligator Alley.
Which is what, 2 hours of just nothing?
2 hours of swamp.
Just-
I dated a girl who lived in, what is it, right before Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. I dated a girl who lived in Fort Lauderdale, and I would drive there every weekend because I was 18 and my dick, it needed to be wet.
Sure.
Needed to. You know.
Couldn't find the local...
No. Listen, it was
Depository, if you
available. It
will.
was there, dude.
Sure.
And God, that was a shitty drive. It really was. That's the end of that story. I don't know.
That was it?
That was it.
I thought you were going to describe something about Alligator Alley.
No, it was just terrifying because there would be like stretches of Alligator Alley with like barely any street lamps.
Well, my question is, like, if you break down an Alligator Alley, what's the situation?
You are fucked. You don't break down an Alligator Alley. You're fucked if you do. You will get robbed.
I've only driven through it once.
You do not break down an Alligator Alley. And if you do, your ass better have OnStar and you better be on the phone with them the entire time.
Isn't there a gate protecting you from, like, death?
No.
Oh, it's open?
No,
I
it's
thought there was,
open.
like,
It's just open to swamp. There's swamp on both sides. There's one gas station in the middle of it.
God, gotta love living in Florida.
Alligator Alley is fucking terrifying.
Barcade is 18 to party, 21 to drink, just
Yeah.
so you know.
Yeah.
We would not restrict it.
No.
After 10 p.m. Before that, anybody could come in.
Yeah, sure.
I thought there was, like, a privacy wall that...
No! Oh. No, you just drive, dude.
Oh, getting robbed is not what I'm worried about in
It's
Alligator
fenced.
Alley.
No,
It's
dude,
getting
I don't
eaten.
remember it being fenced for the entire time. No, I remember it being open. This was like 2004?
That was a long time ago.
04?
Corey.
They might have fenced it.
Corey, that was
Damn, that's 12. That's 12 years, isn't it?
13 in a few days.
Fuck, I'm old, dude.
Isn't it weird when you realize you did stuff like 15 years ago?
Third of my life, bro.
I graduated high school 17 years ago next year. That's fucking terrifying.
That sucks, dude.
17 years ago I graduated high school. Oh my god.
Guys, on this note, we're going to take a break. Thank you for hanging out tonight with the jam. When we get back, we're going to be back with the second half. I love you. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
All right.
See you then. There it is. All right. We're back.
Hi.
Hope everybody's having a great. Nailed it.
So, yesterday, you said a thing.
I said a thing.
And the internet went crazy.
The internet lost its collective bullshit last night.
I think you should read your
Read my tweet?
verbatim, just for
Verbatim, we're gonna read the tweet.
continuity's sake.
Twitter. So I'm very opinionated. Like, you guys know this. You know...
What is that picture?
That's Cherry-Ona's brother.
Oh, okay.
Cherry-Ona's brother is way more handsome than he is.
He looks a lot like him.
Way. It's because of the full beard that grows in full instead of patchy and uncomfortable. This was yesterday. This was how I covered it up.
Yes,
Picture of a kitten. Was it this one? No.
They want me to wear your hat again.
Where did I make this statement, dude? I don't see it. It's gone.
No,
I didn't
what, did
delete
you delete it?
No,
There
I
it is.
didn't. Where?
No. Where the hell? This is like.
I don't know. I didn't delete it.
It wasn't before that.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Wait, yes, it was before that.
Was it a response to?
No, it was before that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because it was after you bought the shirt.
Was it? Yeah, it was after I bought the shirt. Where's
Well,
the picture?
of you buying the shirt was underneath that, so keep going.
Oh, okay, cool.
By the way, you asked me to survive last night, and then you didn't respond to my thing to survive.
Oh, did I say we were gonna play Division?
You were like, yo, you looking to survive? Yeah, it was before Charlie's.
Was it?
Yeah. There, see?
Okay, I said showing appreciation is one thing.
Oh, wait, before that, look underneath it.
Okay, so Cherry-Ona got the icebreaker yesterday, so... Yourself, you must fuck. Go, you must.
Alright, now you can go to serious shit.
I said showing appreciation is one thing, but openly unloading your financial burden onto your audience is scummy, sick of seeing it. And that was the start of the conversation.
Which blew up into multiple...
Blew the fuck up, dude.
So, best place to start is, what did you mean by that statement in more than 140 characters?
Okay, so I believe that Twitch, like, community is important, but Twitch is also a business. And you need to realize that this is entertainment. And this wasn't a subtweet at anybody specifically before we get in there. Otherwise, I would have added them or something. Like, I'm not gonna, you know. Twitter was lit. So I don't believe that if something's going on in my life where I am financially burdened, it is your responsibility. Like, I believe that my purpose on Twitch is to be a catalyst for good and to entertain. Obviously, I offer the options of tipping and subbing, but I always make a point to not push people to it. You know, I always make a point to not ask people to do it. I think anybody who's smart understands that if a streamer is gonna survive on Twitch and continue to stream on a daily basis, then they need subscriptions and tips and whatever, ad revenue. Like, those are your three driving revenue sources. And anybody who is smart understands that these things exist. And some people are capable of doing it and others are not. The people who are not capable of directly supporting a streamer, if they're there being positive, they're still supporting the streamer. And that's a mentality that I've started, or I started when I started streaming. When I really started taking Twitch seriously, that's always the mentality that I've had. And one of the key responses that I had from some people last night was that I'm in a privileged position, so I don't need to worry about essentially ethics. And that really bothered me, because I feel like if you're going to start your road on Twitch, you need to be the person that you are from the beginning. Your situation should not dictate the way that you operate your channel. I think that's scummy. I think that's opportunistic. I think that in its nature, Twitch is something that promotes community and people feel a connection to you. And it's your responsibility not to take advantage of that connection and capitalize monetarily off of it. There's so much that I could potentially do if I needed cash to get cash. And I don't, because I don't think it's right. I think you are people and you decide on your own free will whether or not to support a channel. Mine in this case. Not only that, but if you come out and you say, I'm not making enough doing this, I need you to step up and give me more, what that says to the people who do support you on a regular basis is that their support is not enough for you. And I think that is sad. And I think that is bullshit. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing it. The people who are able to support on Twitch are able to. And they give you what they can. And if that is not enough, then you need to get another job. Period. I got lucky. I'm in a position where I can do what I do. But I have never changed the way that I do things. If money has come, it has come. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That is business regardless of whether or not you are on Twitch, or you open a restaurant, or you open a cupcake shop, or you sell boots. Business comes or it doesn't, and I'm sick of people taking advantage of the emotional connection that they have with their viewers. And that is what I meant in more than 100 some odd characters.
140.
140.
First thing I would comment on that is, look, I know this guy personally. You guys can think whatever the fuck you want about our relationship. I really can't tell you what to think. But from my point of view, everything that comes out of his mouth right now is 120% true, because I know him as a person, and I see how much he gives back, and I see how much he tries to change the lives of other people in the best of his ability to the way his life was changed. You guys are the reason his life changed, and that is a big deal. And I've been watching him for probably, we're going into 2017 now, so probably close to 2 years, maybe 2.5 years. And I can honestly say that I've never once heard him pander for anything. Not one thing. Not a sub, not a tip, nothing. So, people that sit there and say, like, oh, Goth judges it's purely sexual, Pete? Absolutely. People that sit there and say that Goth judges the situation from a point of view that can't really be understood by others, let's take it full circle. Hi, guys. I'm the other guy on Twitch. I only have about 350 subs. I don't make too much money off Twitch, but I make enough that my wife allows me to keep on doing it because it's income for my family. Here's my 2 cents on it. I put up a donation goal before because I needed a new microphone. I wanted the Electro Voice RE20 earlier this year. I put it up. I had a conversation with him. I had a conversation with Ben about it. They said, yeah, it's okay. You're asking for equipment. You're not asking for rent. But if you really want to see yourself grow and you really want to go to the next level and you really don't want to put a financial burden on the people that follow you and the people that watch you and the people that might sub to you one day, maybe you shouldn't do that. Cool. I got my microphone. I have not put up a sub goal since, because I realized that the ability for organic growth in that situation is far more of a long-term thing for me than what I could get like that. And I'm more interested in my relationships with each and every one of you. People I've gotten to meet in person. I'm looking in chat right now. Echo Doctrine, Black Arrow. These are people I've met within the past 2 weeks at our meetup. Infinity, I've played with him a bunch of times. I'm more interested in that and growing in that and having that be my catalyst and my ability to grow and make money for my family than I am with getting the quick buck. And I posted on Twitch today because I had bad enough of it that I do work 3 jobs. One of them is Twitch, one of them is Guardian Con, one of them is HR for a small company in Tampa. Those are my 3 jobs. Basically, they're all part-time at this point, and they combine into a full-time and a half job. Plus, I'm a dad and a husband. So with that being said, people came at me on Twitter today saying, oh, Twitch isn't a job, Guardian Con isn't a job. Here's my answer to you for that. People
It's
get
a
paid
middle
about
finger. It means fuck you.
people get paid about $200,000 a year in New York to do what I did for Guardian Con. I was more than happy to do it for a very small fraction of that in 2016 because of what we were able to do for St. Jude. You don't want to believe me? You want to come at me? Please be my guest and be miserable for the rest of your life.
Hours and hours a week.
Please.
And we put something together for Guardian Con that we were told was literally impossible in the Southeast.
Yeah. We
just a feather in our cap for a second.
We continue to be told it's impossible, and here we are planning next year. We're about 100 tickets away from our pre-sale total for last year. So, how you doing? But my point being is I don't lay that burden at your feet of what I have to go through. I just revealed it today because I had really had enough of the conversation on Twitch about what he said. When I'm the guy that sits next to him once a week when we do this thing, and it's very important for you to know that there is a full circle view of it, of people that agree from the top to the, you want to call it the bottom, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I really don't care.
The start.
I am where I am, and I'm very happy where I am. But you want to talk about that? The view is the same from top to bottom, and I've gotten to know people over the past year, and I see them in chat right now. I see Snoo El Toro, everybody. I've gotten to know a bunch of you. And that's very important to me, more so than getting, like, putting up a donation goal and being like, yo, can I, you want to see my middle finger again? There you go. It's more important than me than getting it together and you know, getting a quick buck out of you. I would rather see you in 10 years when we're doing this together again for Destiny 7. Yeah. And enjoying that content. So that's my 2 cents on it.
One of the comments that I saw last night, you know, because this became a thread even after I went to bed, was like, you know, it's like I said it before, like it's easy for me to have an opinion on this because, you know, things have gone well for me. But I feel like ethics are very important from like step one.
It's very important.
On Twitch. You know, Twitch is like any other business, you know. I don't know, man. It's just We got to, like, with the whole charity thing, there's people who compared, I don't know where these, like, where their minds have gone, but compared it to, like, buying groceries. Like, if you need to, like, raising money for charity is no different from me making a GoFundMe to buy groceries. And it's like, so, like, we actually got flack for, like, raising money for sick kids.
I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, yeah. We picked St. Jude because we knew what they were capable of. We're going to have the opportunity in April to actually go and meet some of the kids in Memphis. And even, like, I want to do stuff in Tampa before Guardian Con with some of us and meet some of these kids and spend some time with them and get to know them and really get to the core of why we're doing what we're doing. Because I feel that's very important. But for people to sit there and say that their own personal problems or their own personal situation or their financial situation is more important than what, not us, not even us, what you guys did. What you guys in chat, because I know a lot of you were the ones that were there sending the money in to St. Jude. Like, we just opened up the door and made the catalyst for which you would send the money to St. Jude. That's what I find important. But basically people saying that their personal problems are above that, I'm sorry. And as someone, again, who works outside of Twitch to make sure that I can still stream on Twitch and take care of my family and have time for my family, you know, like, fuck you. I'm sorry, but fuck you is my only response to that, because that's ridiculous.
I agree with you, Pete. I agree with you. Those people are out of their fucking minds. I try not to let it bother me too much, but I just... like, Twitch is something that I take very seriously, and I've always tried to, like, you know, take my position on Twitch, because I've been lucky. Like, I've always been clear that I feel like I've been lucky. And help others also be lucky. But, you know, what really gets me is when people take advantage of that connection on Twitch. Like, while it is a business, there's still an emotional connection.
There's a clear line. Because people are asking certain questions, and I just want to clarify. There's a clear line that is very, very noticeable to a normal person as to when someone is trying to take advantage of you, the viewer, the person that has the opportunity to enjoy what we put out here for free, at no cost. And I know for a fact that something me, Ben, and Corey We will never, ever, 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 ever encourage someone who is sitting in the back lurking for free. Maybe they want to do it for 12 months and then they decide to sub. Maybe they never decide to sub. Not one of us will sit there and ever guilt that person into subbing to the channel or tipping us. But those people that want the free opportunity, it's there and they can hold it in their hands, and it's not something that affects us one way or the other, because it's a risk, and we knew the risk going in, and we understand the risk today, tomorrow, and the next day. And don't worry about us, because we're going to work on ourselves. But you can see the clear line between people that treat it like the way we do, where we sit there and say, you guys do, we do us, you guys enjoy. If you want to support, great. If you can't, please stick around, because it doesn't matter if you can't financially support. You can see the clear difference between that and the people that will actually be like, well, I can't, if you want me to be here, then, And see, that's my issue.
That was that conversation last night, and it blew up. It blew up pretty hard, and I wasn't really trying to point it at people specifically, because I was just trying to talk about the issue at hand. I don't know how you guys feel, how all of you feel, and who you choose to monetarily support on Twitch is obviously up to you.
And how you do it.
Yeah.
It's not our business.
Yeah, my dialogue here is mainly about the ways in which people go about seeking monetization for their channel, and whether or not they recognize the true gift that they've been given on Twitch, because it is a gift. And one thing I've always said is that if you make it on Twitch, I forgot that was on.
What was that?
Yeah, that was just the sound effect I had on today. There's another one.
What is that a sound effect
that's
for?
A tickler.
Okay.
If you make it on Twitch, you've gotten lucky. There's no secret formula.
100%.
There's no secret formula to Twitch. There's it's either you make it and you don't, and there's an X amount of luck involved in the middle.
We've had this conversation before, and I'll just reiterate it, just for those that are new or those that haven't heard. I'm lucky. I'm lucky that two of my good friends happen to be two of the biggest streamers on Twitch. It worked out very well for my channel. And people still fucking come at me and they say shit like, how does it feel to know God the Bro Man carried you to where you are today? It feels fantastic to have friends that can support you.
It feels pretty good.
It really does. And I hope that one day I can return the favor to other people.
Any job is a gift, definitely.
Why? Does that change the way I feel about him or about Ben? No, it doesn't. But the fact that they go out of their way to help me when I've never asked them once for help, it's a big deal. So yeah, but my big thing is the financial situation of people, and I understand there's people out there that can't afford to sub to anybody, and they're just here for the entertainment. Hang out, be a part of any of our streams. We will never ever ever tell you to go anywhere else, unless you're a dick. That's a whole different story.
Yeah, but I will tell you to go fuck yourself.
So will I. But people that can't resub, we've seen Twitter messages where people are like, I can't resub, I feel bad coming back. Dude, come back.
I've been talking to Twitch about that, about the whole
please make that happen.
I feel bad. Okay, so one of the most common messages I get from people who, at one point sub and then no longer can, is that they feel bad, they almost don't talk and chat anymore because they don't have that sub badge. And something that I'm pushing for on Twitch, I call it Forever Badge. Basically, if you have ever subbed to a channel, I believe that you should constantly and forever have the base badge, because now we have the evolving loyalty sub badges, and I think those people shouldn't lose that. It's like if you tip to someone and they have, or not tip, but if you toss bits in a channel, you get a badge that signifies your support of that channel forever, regardless if you never throw bits in the channel ever again. And I feel like it's kind of backwards that Twitch doesn't do the same thing. I think support begets more support, and I think it would be not only good for Twitch but good for streamers overall, and great for the user, because they would never lose that that signification that they have at one point been a subscriber to the channel. And I think that's something that Twitch needs to do. And
you've been making headway with that.
Yeah, we're making headway, but it'll probably be a while. But
just to kind of show you where Gott's brain lies, is he's trying to find ways for people that do want to financially support, but maybe can't consistently do it, to still not feel like they're ostracized from the community because they lose their streak.
Yeah.
And again, this helps everybody. It's not Goth looking out for Goth. It's Goth looking out for Twitch as a whole. It's Goth looking out for the viewer base who wants to be a part of the community.
But that's the mentality, is that, like, I've done well, so I'm only looking out to do well.
But,
you know?
And here's where it infuriates me when people say that about you, is like, I know you personally, I see what you do firsthand, I see how you interact with other content creators, I see how you go about your business, basically, in this, and I see that you care genuinely about how other people are doing on Twitch. So for people to say that is just simply untrue. But then they're going to say, "Oh, Kevin's
well, I mean, like, you're in my
don't...
pocket though, Kevin. So
yeah, you know, all that money he pays me every month."
Anyways, so that was the big spiel last night on Twitter. It was, some people got unpleasant, but the vast majority of you were like very receptive. And I'm not trying to like single out anybody. We're not talking about anybody who's done anything recently. Like, obviously, I don't agree with, like, I wouldn't personally run my channel the way that some people might run their business, but that's just business. But I still have an opinion on how business should be done. But I'm never going to single people out, because that's not me.
You guys have to understand, this business model is not this foreign thing that like Twitch came up with. This business model is something that musicians are using now, podcasters are using now. A lot of entertainment is shifting to the, here's my content for free. If you choose to support me, support me. And that's the way it is. And yes, one of the ways to do that is to pander for it. But I feel like on Twitch, that's really not the way to do it when there's so many assets, resources, networking at your fingertips that you can utilize that don't involve you annoying the hell out of people. The biggest thing I saw in response to your tweet yesterday was like, I get really upset when people ask for money, or people ask for subs, or people do this and that on Twitch. Like, why can't you just run your channel as an entertainment base for others and then grow it from there? Why is that the wrong thing? Why do you have to know my financial situation? I don't put that on my viewers, and any of my viewers in chat will absolutely back me up here. Like, I don't put that on you guys. I worry about it myself. Me and my wife make our ends meet, how we make it meet, and have whatever left over to do what we want to do, and that is not your concern. My concern is getting on and making sure I give you quality entertainment for X amount of hours, and that's all I really care about at the end of the day. If that starts to fail, then I'll stop doing it. That's what it boils down to for Kevin. And I feel like Corey and even Ben, who's not here, I feel like it's the same for them.
Cool. I think we said all we can on that one. So
drilled it home.
Yeah, drilled that shit home. So what you been playing?
Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Vision,
Yeah?
Madden.
Yeah? Anything new? Anything old? Like, outside of the ordinary?
I played Nice Old Republic. I'm gonna go through that. I gotta get through Witcher. Like, I got 96 hours and I still haven't beaten it yet.
You have 96 hours in Witcher?
And I still have not beaten it yet.
Really? How far are you in the storyline?
I forget.
We're past the statute of limitations for spoilers.
Sure. Yeah, I think you spoiled something for me already. I don't even remember where I am. It's been months. It's been like, I think August was the last time
I love The Witcher, dude. The Witcher is like one of the most beautiful, well-written games. Like the gameplay, the combat's okay. Like, it's just okay. It's not like magical, but like that game is like the most full package I've seen in a video game, dude.
Dude, it's like, I want to play it, but I feel like every time I go to play it, it's at the wrong time. Like, Dusty's like, hey, we're releasing X update. I'm like, no, I just started getting back into The Witcher.
Yo, T-Rex, thank you for the raid, dude. We appreciate it. Thank you, man. Awesome streamer, guys. If you haven't followed T-Rex yet, you should. That's twitch.tv/T-Rex, TEAWREX, T-Rex.
But, yes, it's because Ostrich is right. I do every single side quest.
I don't. I just can't, dude.
That was my issue.
I jump back and forth when I play Witcher. Like,
96 hours, and I still have not beaten the story.
I started playing Borderlands again this week. But I mean, like, that's just blast from the past. Like, I really enjoy playing Borderlands.
The Hunt is coming up.
The Hunt is next week. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, the goal is to support and promote the Borderlands community, and bring in the magnifying glass on some growing Borderlands streamers, because it is my belief that we're probably like a year and a half out from Borderlands 3, and I don't want these people to feel like their game is dead. There's a lot to enjoy there, and there's a lot of audiences to enjoy it, and so on and so forth. I've also been playing Phantasy Star Online again.
Streaming it?
Yeah, I've been streaming Phantasy Star Online.
I never said. Wow.
Yeah,
I need to pay attention more.
There is a private server on PC. Do you ever play Phantasy Star Online on Dreamcast?
No.
Okay, so it's like one of my favorite games of all time. It's what got me addicted to gaming. And I've been playing PSO like a night or so a week, and that's been fun.
Is that on an emulator?
It's not on an emulator. There's actually a PC version of it, and there's private servers. So like my followers have been able to go online and play PSO with me. If you guys want to be involved, use the command PSO in my chat, and you can hop on the server. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward like action RPG, but it's a lot of fun, man. And then I started playing Cube World.
I've seen that.
Because I'm masochistic and I want to be sad.
So Wale has still not answered you?
Wale has not said shit. I'm sick of him. Guys, it's bullshit. On Wale's site, when you go to buy the game, when you went to get Cube World, the
like
alpha,
my favorite thing about it
he said
talk about Wale.
The alpha is going to be the cheapest. The beta will be more than the alpha, and the full game will be more than both, obviously. But we will bring consistent, constant updates for the game. And that was to sell the game, the alpha, the pre-alpha version of Cube World. Cube World was last updated in July 2013. Why is this okay? Because he had that language on his site when he bought that game, do we have grounds for a class action lawsuit?
When was the last time you updated his Twitter?
November this year.
And what did he say?
We'll go check it out. You can actually, like, this guy is crazy. Wale.
Is it just one guy?
No, it's him and his wife. Wale, okay, so you know Notch from Mojang?
Yeah.
Notch from Mojang both tried to buy Cube World in 2012, as well as hire Wale as the senior producer of the game.
Okay.
Wale said no, because he wanted to maintain being a like a solo producer and make the game himself.
Okay.
And for a game made by two people, it's fucking incredible.
I've seen how detailed it is.
So the last tweet was November 2016, November 25th. Currently changing and adding a lot of stuff to Cube World to improve exploration and questing. Here's a screenshot of the new world map, which looks incredible to me.
What did they add on the world map?
Before that, August 21st, August 12th, May 14th.
So
there's like a 4-month gap.
How much does this game cost?
You can't buy it anymore. He took it off their store. He sold over 200,000 copies of Cube World Alpha.
For how much?
$20. Dude's a millionaire.
So he's living off that and just.
And then I mean he has this footage of the new dungeon. The dungeons are like mini raids, but they're procedurally generated.
You say mini raid, but it's single player.
No, it's not.
Where are the other people?
You can set up a server. He's only playing alone because he's the only person with this build.
So you can set up a server.
You can set up a server. Servers can have capacity on the current build, the build from 2013, that goes up to 100 players.
Okay. So you can have a 100-person raid?
Mm-hmm. Essentially.
But it doesn't work right now. Because there's no raid.
I mean, like, this is his build. This is his build that he owns. Nobody else has his build. He's been updating at home and has shown no. He hasn't put any of these updates.
So by the time he updates this,
before May it was April. Before April it was he did a lot in April actually. April 6th, 26th, 22nd, 19th, 18th, 17th, 17th again, 16th, 15th, 14th, 13th, 12th, 12th, 11th, 11th. April.
What was he adding?
April he was very active, and then before that was March 28th, and before that
what was he adding during that time?
So much shit, dude. Very like questing, randomized questing. Like because this game it's procedurally generated.
So what do you do when you're in it now?
Okay, so I mean, like what you do when you're in it now. I'll pull it up.
I've seen you like.
No, I'll pull up my main character and I'll show you like what's there to be done.
Okay.
And this might be a lot loud, so I might need to turn it down a little bit.
Can you mute it?
I can mute it. Yeah.
Just mute it.
I'll just mute it.
How did you even find out about this game?
I mean, it was everywhere. It was everywhere for a long, long time. Cube World. This is my main character. and this is the main world that I've explored.
Okay.
And this guy, one-man team, it's him and his wife making this game.
No, I'm not trolling. I'm genuinely interested in.
Oh, it's very dark out. Shit. Why is it nighttime? It's...
This is a bad example.
This is a terrible example. We'll drop into a new world then. Start menu. It's not Minecraft though, Sword Guy. It's not like Minecraft at all. Like Minecraft is about building. It's about like collecting resources.
This seems more about like questing.
This game is like so we'll make a new server. Like we'll go down the bottom, new world, create. So your world is based on a seed. So you just like numbers, and then we'll call it butts.
Not surprised.
And then it'll load a world for you. And it's all randomly generated. So this is my first biome. It generally drops.
But then, what was the map that he was showing?
What?
When he said, "Oh, here's the new map."
The new map. So what he's done is he's taken like these biomes and he's reduced their size by 40%, and condensed all the activities closer together.
Okay.
So each of these knives around here is a quest. So I have like this is my main character. So he's really strong. So it's all like randomly generated. You run around, you quest, you level up, you get new skills, you get new armor.
Right.
And based on how strong your character is, or the first character to enter a zone, will dictate how strong the enemies are in said zone. So what I love about it is it's just pure exploration. Like none of this has been seen, and I don't know. I love this game to pieces, and the fact that like so many people bought it and so many people were excited about it, and all he's done is completely dicked over the people who want him to complete it. Like it's just
right, because he sold it in alpha and it's never even hit beta yet. Right?
Yep. Exactly.
That's some shit right there.
There's been one copycat of it called Trove, and
I've seen Trove.
Yeah. Trove is like a combination of Minecraft and Cube World, but it doesn't like have its own identity. I don't believe. Like it doesn't have any charm. It's a similar art style to Cube World, but it's just like it's still very, very like just unpolished and kind of dull and whatever. I don't know. Some people like Trove. I'm not a fan. So this is an example of one of the randomly generated things in the game. This is a castle that they just slap down. Generated. Yeah, it just exists inside the biome that I loaded into, and so you'll come over here, and this is like in the current engine, but it'll be like destroy the leader of the palace, and the leader of the palace is like a big boss, and he'll have a drop that's specific to him, and you could run in here with buddies and just fuck up the boss or whatever and get your
so
loot.
Even in this instance, you could play with friends.
Yes. If I gave, say if you had a client, which you can't have anymore because you can't buy it, and if you pirate it, then you don't have access to multiplayer. I could give you my IP, and which I can't do on stream because then I'll just get DDoSed all day. I could give you my IP, and you could jump into the game with me, and we could go dungeon crawling and fight bosses and get loot and stuff. Like this character that I have right here has like probably a couple hundred hours on him. Like he's super decked. But the combat is like it's really quick. It's very are you familiar with Monster Hunter?
No.
So Monster Hunter, you're familiar with Dark Souls, so it's like about evasion and like knowing
staying alive.
Yeah, like knowing attack patterns, staying alive, doing damage when you can. That's what this is. Like it's very fast paced. You need to know what your opponents are gonna do, or you'll die. Like that's just, and then you just get better gear and go on and go on and go on and go on. So that's
interesting.
Yeah. Are you still able to purchase this? No, not at all. So this is a basic dungeon, but the dungeons that he's shown on his Twitter and shit, it's all like, it looks like a WoW raid, like basically. I think this is the Dungeon Master already, so this is like a example of a boss.
So are you going to use your Twitter verified powers to harass this
guy? I'm done being nice to Wale. I have, it's been years. Like it's literally been 3 years at this point, and I personally believe that's sort of scummy. that he's sat on this for so long and has done nothing with it.
But there's like a lot of people that have done this with Kickstarter shit. Where they're like, oh, we took your money. Oh,
The
we're
thing
working on it.
is as a selling point, he said that he was gonna update it regularly, and it's
Right.
been 3 years.
And
So
he's
like,
not.
I'm mad. Like I'm at this point, I'm mad. You know.
Okay.
So that's that is Cube World, and it's a charming game where you like it's everything's random, and there's a bunch of different like biomes. There's like lava worlds and forest worlds, and like you'll go into a biome and it's literally an ocean with like, you know, island towns and jungle islands and shit. It's so much fun, but I'm mad.
There's so basically the best way I can relate to this is there's 3 games I played through my, I guess, gaming period that would even come close to this. One is World of Warcraft, which obviously you can go back to whenever you want to and get a great experience. Second was Star Wars: The Old Republic, which I'm kind of harassing them to like make the game good and take advantage of what Star Wars actually is. The third is Lord of the Rings Online. Lord of the Rings Online was originally run
All
by...
3 are MMOs, like,
Yes,
which is
I'm an
interesting.
MMO guy. That's my biggest thing.
Like they're pointing you at MMOs.
Lord of the Rings Online is obviously the IP is owned by Warner Brothers, but the game itself is developed by Turbine. Last week, Turbine sold the rights of the game to basically, I'm not sure if it's Daybreak or people that used to work at Daybreak.
Sure.
Which is EverQuest people. So people are going to get mad about Lotro right now because Lotro had so much potential, and I just feel like it was just so pushed to the side for the past few yeyears. They also
Are those servers still up, or they shut them
no,
down?
the game is still active. They also run Dungeons and Dragons Online, and they also sold those as well.
Sure.
So
they sold it to Daybreak?
I don't remember if it's Daybreak or a new studio that people from Daybreak.
Sure.
It might be Daybreak because I remember seeing something about Sony Online. Yeah, but that's the problem a lot of people are going to have is anyone but Daybreak because Daybreak destroyed the EverQuest franchise.
Wait, Daybreak destroyed EverQuest?
Yeah, a lot of the EQ people are not happy with how
Wow,
they handle
dude.
things.
That's unfortunate. Didn't they also destroy H1Z1?
And
Like the future of that game?
wasn't it? Yeah, in DC Universe Online, right?
Did they? Yeah, Daybreak's in charge of DC Universe Online.
Yeah,
so,
they destroyed
so
that
basically,
too.
it was everybody who was in charge of Sony Online Entertainment.
Sony-
SOE. They were
Sony-
once SOE. They became Daybreak.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
So I feel like there's no. I might try it on a stream or two with Lotro just to see what Daybreak does with it. But I just feel like it's getting my hopes up that someone new is taking over. But it's like trading one devil for another.
Sure.
Almost.
I played the fuck out of EverQuest. I wish that they would bring back EverQuest Online Adventures.
There's a game called Robbie Honro. If you're in chat, tell me what the fucking game's called. Co's involved in helping the developers with it. It's a game that's like EQ. Someone in chat is gonna know. I can't remember what it's called, but basically, I watched the whole.
That's Sony.
video.
Yeah, no, Sony Online Entertainment broke into Daybreak. Yeah. SOE that evolved into Daybreak, which is the Devil Spawn Reborn worse.
Is it Pathfinder? Pantheon. It's Pantheon. You should look at Pantheon if you're an EQ guy. Pantheon is.
I mean, EQ is one of the first games I really
Dude,
got.
check out Pantheon. Pantheon is literally EQ that they... I don't want to say reskin EQ, because it's so much more than that, from what I've watched. It's not something that I could personally play, because I don't have the patience to play it, but it's something I could definitely watch somebody else play,
Who made
because I'm
Pantheon?
interested in it. I have no idea. It's a private studio, or a smaller studio, I should say. But Ko's been helping them with. They did a stream recently, and Ko was on it with them. And you should talk to him and definitely look into that if you're an EQ guy, because it's old school like EQ style where it takes 6 people to down a freaking.
So it won't ever take off. See, that's the well, no, like that's the sad state of MMOs these days. Is like MMOs used to be super grindy. They would never hold your hand. And that's what you got, you know. Like there was an EverQuest on PlayStation 2 called EverQuest Online Adventures, and it was like just as grindy as the original EverQuest, if not like maybe slightly less, I don't know. But that's just how MMOs used to be, and now I feel like that model doesn't sell. Like nobody wants.
But why? Okay,
nobody wants that.
So why would EQ?
Not nobody, but not enough people want that for it to be super profitable.
But what changed between EQ and Vanilla WoW that model?
I don't know. I think while I think WoW was amazing for MMOs, I think World of Warcraft killed MMOs.
Because it became too popular?
Because it was so popular, and then it eventually just became... And I hate to say casual friendly, but I
sit here and you know, in stream, whatever it may be. Star Wars Galaxies is another one that I constantly... Maybe it's because I stream SWTOR, but Star Wars Galaxy is one that I constantly hear about. Oh, Galaxies was better. Galaxies, EverQuest, Vanilla WoW, and EQ. Those
you hear that, but do those people mean that?
But are they attached to a memory that they had, or are they attached to the physical game? Like, can Pantheon succeed based on a memory, or is it because of the mechanics that it will succeed?
Sure.
What do you think? Like, where does it lie in all that?
Yeah, WoW killed everything but WoW, but even WoW is killing itself. You know,
but even WoW's got 10 years left in the tank.
It does. I mean, like it does, but it'll never create the same memories that original WoW did. I don't think anybody will ever look back at World of Warcraft now and look at it the way that you and I do. From you came in BC, but
yeah, I was not vanilla, but
I played vanilla.
I still have ridiculously fond memories.
Sure.
You know, like trying to kill. I told the story in the jam before of trying to kill Illidan drunk at 6 in the morning. It's a big deal.
So I don't think current WoW could ever recreate that. Barrier for entry of a new MMO is time investment to power, but Alien. The thing about that is, like, my fondest memories in MMOs was that climb to power. You know, like that grind, like it being so difficult that it took like hundreds of hours.
Tiberiax, Standing Stone is the new studio that got the rights to Lotro, and Dungeons and Dragons Online, founded by ex-Daybreak people. Thank you for clarifying that.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, like, so many of us, like, old school MMO players, like, look at these games or look back at our, like, what we played before, and we look at it like so fondly, but that model is no longer profitable. Like, people aren't willing to spend money for their entertainment. And they're not willing to put in time,
dude. Again,
which blows me away, and it kind of makes me like, and I hate to be like an old man, but it makes me hate this generation.
Here, you deserve the hat now.
Because back in my day, and listen to me, back in my day, we would have to work hard for what we got in a video game, and by gummit, we loved it. That's the way that we liked it. We loved it, and we did.
Listen to me. Gear wasn't given to us.
Mm-mm.
And it's so contrived.
And you couldn't buy a
cache or something.
Yeah, you couldn't buy a cache. You couldn't buy a shortcut to your gear. You couldn't. Like, just at all. Like, that's just not how it was, and that's why I loved it.
Gear wasn't given to us. We had to earn it. And it's just so funny to sit here as two guys in our early 30s saying, we had to earn our gear. Like, that's how bad it's gotten for you guys, you younger folks, for lack of a better word. Like, we had to earn the gear we got in our video game.
Couldn't you say the same thing about Destiny? I absolutely could, except what happened to MMOs over a course of 10 years happened to Destiny in 2.
Less than 2, dude.
Less than 2. And it's really a shame because they tried to follow the fold of what was popular. I think that's
why I like Division.
Casualization.
Because Division throws loot at you, but it's all about the maximizing the perfect loadout that you want. It's not about the physical piece of gear that makes you better. You are looking for that piece of gear and that roll on that piece of gear that makes the hunt that much more satisfying when you find it.
Soda Popman showed it. 57 minutes, 1 to 100, and WoW. Like, that makes me want to vomit.
How long did it take you to get to 60?
Weeks. And when I got to 60, it was like a big celebration, but that was just the beginning.
70 took me probably 2 to 3 weeks, maybe more. 1 to 70. And that was because, I was working and...
But what was that? like, when did that happen where people were unhappy playing their video game to play their video game?
I ground out Destiny once on a Sunday, 1 to 30, like no questions asked.
Was that during year 2?
That was pre Taken King. That was probably House of Wolves.
Yeah.
So, and someone said, okay, perfect example. I decided to fire up Division again on Xbox because I want to play with my viewers, and obviously more viewers play on console than play on PC. So I was not 256 eye level. So I was in World Tier 3 is where I started.
Sure.
So I said to myself, okay, we're just going to go about this. Immediately, you know what the first thing that people said to me was?
What?
Why aren't you getting people to carry you in World Tier 5 to get to 256 quicker? I'm all about the journey.
Why don't you just get there? Why don't you just get there? Why don't you just get there? Why are you playing this? I love that. Like, why are you playing this? Like, if a game's fun, and that bothers me. If like a game's fun, and you're just playing it, if there's no end result of it, then people are unhappy with it.
Right.
Like, I love the journey too. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, there's just and we talked about this at dinner tonight, is that I feel like there's such a cynical, impatient mindset nowadays. This is a new biome I got to, a desert. It's a desert. And it legitimately makes me enjoy things less. Is that mindset.
You said it best when you were talking about, like, oh, you're going to play Turtles in Time. Oh, but you're not speedrunning it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, almost people don't want to watch you, yeah.
I'm playing Knights of the Old Republic 1. I'm doing a playthrough. And people are like, oh, you're not speedrunning it? No, I'm doing a fun run because I really want to have fun with the damn game.
The sheer amount of choice is the issue, so people need that payoff quicker. That's a good point, Governor.
That is a very good point.
That's a terrific point, but it's also the problem when you think about it.
For me...
there's a lot of games out there, but instant gratification was it. Oh my god, there we go.
I love the backlog because it gives me stuff to do when there's nothing to do.
Sure.
Like, I can go back to Sleeping Dogs. This has been in my Steam freaking thing since Winter Steam Sale 2011 or something. Yeah, one day I'll get to it, and when I get to it, I'm sure it'll be fun. It's just like, why is everyone in a rush? Why? Enjoy the journey. I'm so into the journey. It just pisses me off when people are like, why aren't you getting people to carry you in World Tier 5 and get to item level 256 right? Because I want to enjoy the damn game. I want to shoot things. I want to have a good time.
Absolutely.
It's just annoying.
Instant gratification's a problem, dude. But the thing that bothers me is I don't think things will ever be the same as they were back when.
No, I mean, we'll never get that initial WoW experience. I remember playing Lord of the Rings online, and again, I know I saw a few people in chat. And
when you start to hate your own generation, yeah, but I don't see people.
It's not our generation.
I don't think it's our generation.
Us.
And like, and I know not everybody's like it, but I think like people just look for the end result of their entertainment. It's the same reason that like people find joy in spoiling movies.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I would never spoil a movie because I would want someone to enjoy their movie, but some people love to spoil movies.
Part of my favorite things is watching my kids experience Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and stuff for the first time, and having it not spoiled for them. My daughter went into Empire not knowing that Darth Vader was Luke's dad.
What?
Somehow she lived her life to age whatever she was, 7, 6, I don't remember. But she didn't know, and then the initial shock.
My kids were bored with A New Hope, so
I know, you told me.
Yeah.
But the fun part of watching it with her was looking at her, not at the movie when I knew it was coming, where the reveal was that Vader was Luke's father.
Guys,
Spoilers.
listen, there is a statute of limitations
that are
on spoilers
that are older than you at this point.
Yeah.
But that's the point. Is like people. I just this instant gratification. Everyone gets a trophy. Kind of ties in with what we were talking about before financially, but we won't go that far down the rabbit hole.
Well,
yeah, I think it's time.
I think it's time.
We're gonna start saying private things.
Kevin and I are on old man rants now.
I'm just gonna watch Corey play Cube World for another hour and a half.
It just keeps going. This keeps going, Kevin.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it went down. Guys, thanks for watching the jam. We appreciate the living hell out of you.
Love you.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Jam's posted on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher every Tuesday. Goes up on my YouTube and Gott's YouTube whenever the living hell we feel it.
Whenever we get around to it.
But it's always before Tuesday after we record it. You can check out Goth on YouTube at youtube.com/ is it King Gathalion or Gathalion?
For what, YouTube?
Yeah.
It's just King Gathalion.
King Gathalion. Yeah. You can check him out on twitch.tv/King Gathalion and on Twitter at Gathalion. You can check me out, twitch.tv/KMagic101, and Twitter, I'm at KevinXVision. YouTube, I'm also KMagic101. You can check me out over there. Thank you so much for watching the Jam, guys. Guys, we got some awesome plans for 2017 that surround the Jam, so please stay plugged in on Twitter and all of that fun stuff, and by YouTube and Audioland. Cool.